Another offshoot of kind of channeling dogs' energies and showing them where we want them to expend their energy and what we want them to focus on is social isolation. And we've mentioned this before, but social isolation is where we restrict the dog's interaction with us and other dogs by confining them someplace away from the family unit, away from us, and then taking them out and doing the activities that we want them to engage in with them when they come out of isolation. So a kennel, a crate, a spot in the yard, places where we can remove the dog from the family unit for temporary periods and make them desire to be with us and work with us. And how much social isolation we use with a dog is, again, dependent on that dog's given temperament. And if I have an independent dog that has no problems entertaining himself, that doesn't feel like they need me and isn't focusing on me well or playing with me well, I might isolate that dog's opportunities to interact with me. If that dog is with me 24 hours a day, following him around, laying at my feet in the living room, getting pet in all the time, then the dog doesn't feel the need to work for my attention. And so social isolation can help this. This is a traditional tool. We want to be careful when we undertake this that we don't create problems with highly motivated dogs. So too much social isolation can create a different problem, a dog that can never relax around you. Another form of classical conditioning where we classically condition arousal response. So in the early stages of my training life, when I first started realizing that motivation was so important to our success in training dogs to do complicated things, I started really focusing a lot of energy into making sure that the dogs were highly motivated. So the dogs only got to play with me. They were isolated either in a kennel or in the yard unless I was working with them. And every time they came out of the kennel or the yard, I worked with them intensely in some very vigorous game. And the dogs were highly motivated, very focused. All those things were good. But they were also slightly dysfunctional, meaning I couldn't bring them into the house and just hang out with them because they were on all the time. Being around me, they were in a constant state of arousal, they couldn't relax, and they had poor social skills too, with other dogs and other people, because I isolated them so much from that. So small doses of social isolation is very useful in building motivation, but it can get out of hand. So we want to keep that, again, in balance. So I may say to them, you know what, my dog is not showing me the intensity that I want, so I kennel my dog or crate my dog for several hours before I'm going to work with the dog, or I put him someplace away from me for half a day, and when they come out, we do something fun, and then I put you right back up again. And I'll do that for a short period of time. And as they start focusing better and showing more intensity, they get more freedom to be around me. And then I budget time to just relax with me and do nothing. I budget time for socialization with other dogs and other people, and I make sure that I don't create a dysfunctional dog. So again, it can be a very useful tool, but be careful about overdoing it if you expect to incorporate your dog into your everyday life as well.